What is up, guys? We are back again for another video, and for today's video, just before we do get to the Ford Focus, the XR5 Turbo, we are currently in the Audi S3. So quick one, the last video I did do, we did do an oil service on the car, and we also changed the spark plugs because this car was heavily misfiring, like to a point where it couldn't even take off at the traffic lights. That's how bad it was. Now we've changed the spark plugs and everything, and it has been driving pretty normal. Engine light's back on, which I'll explain in a second. So I did mention we didn't have the coil packs at the time. The coil packs in the car right now, they're struggling to keep up right now. They're struggling to keep up with the car. I did take it for a drive and it did drive normal, but now it's starting to misfire at high RPMs, like you're trying to push the car. So I'll show you a quick demonstration. So, and right now, as you can see, it drives normal. But if I try to give it a bit of juice, it does not like it. It does not in an EPC mode. So now it's in limp mode because obviously the coil packs in the car right now can't keep up with the spark plugs. Right, so we did have a special package come in from Volkswagen Central, which is our spark plugs, which has come in straight away. And these ones are the RS3 coil packs, so they're actually the ones I had in my S3 before. And they're able to take a lot more power, so they're more high performance. These ones here I can definitely guarantee it's gonna stop the misfire because they're new. One, they're new, and two, they can actually keep up with the NGK sparks. So it can actually handle the power better. That's all I can say. Right, so the reason we are here today is because this little guy here, the new addition to the channel, is actually having a pretty severe misfire. And it's all actually because of the exhaust, so hold on. Hear that? Come on, buddy. So you guys can definitely hear that, and I can definitely smell it, but the exhaust is actually not bolted on at the moment. It's actually come loose, so the bolts come off on the exhaust from where the turbo is. So you can hear the exhaust sounds all just coming from the front, just from right about here, rather than what it should be coming from the back. Got nothing coming from the back. You can literally, tiny bit of, like, you can feel a little bit of it, but if I give it a quick little small rev, you can hear it just all coming from the front here. Yeah, so I did have a look at it yesterday, so the exhaust actually is coming from the turbo, so I'm going to have to put a bolt on. I think, I'm not going to say names, but the last mechanic that worked on this car, who I know who it is, you're a fake mechanic. You did not put any bolts on this car. I reckon they put it like zip ties or something, but got some bolts here. We're gonna get under the car. Should probably turn it off too so it's not hot when I get there. When it first actually happened, it was never that bad, but it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. So as you can see, before I was driving, the power starts to cut and all that sort of things, and yeah, it's tripping the hell out. So I'm gonna have to get under there, bolt it up, and hope that sorts out the misfire on the car, because it's bad. Like, you lose acceleration in the middle of the road and everything. So I'm gonna get the S3 back in, gonna do the coil packs while this car cools down a little bit, and then let's hope for the best. So first things first, guys, remember, if I pull up with orange juice and a 10mm socket or spanner, anything's getting fixed, guys. Anything, your house, your car, your relationship, your credit score, anything's getting fixed when I pull up with this. So just trust me on that one. But today, it's going to be cars, alright? Alright, let's quickly smash this one out so we can get onto the Ford. It's pretty damn simple. Actually, I need to take this battery off just in case. I don't want to be electrocuting myself. Alright, so that's all done. Out with the old, in with the new. I don't need to record it again. You guys don't need to watch me do all that. So battery on. Good. Alright, I didn't zap myself. Let's tighten this up. As you can see, a fake mechanic was working here and left 10mm stuck on the battery terminal, but that's the owner of the car's problem anyways. So what I'm going to do is sort of put this back on, and I'm going to get my phone and jump on the OBD11 app, fire it up, remove some codes, and we should be able to be back to normal again. Let's give it a first start. All the stuff is going to come up because the battery was off, so it's going to show every single warning on the car. Just going to connect. You will need your Bluetooth on. Connect. Yeah, again, so I did this a long time ago on my S3, but that's back when it was only on Android. It wasn't on. It was only on Android at the time, but now they do have the iOS app, which came out I think like a year or 2 years ago, so you can use it on the iPhone now. I'm just going to scan the car, delete some codes. We'll take it for a quick drive. So it's just going to scan everything. It'll take a couple of minutes. Unloading. Now we should be able to clear the faults and remove everything. I'm gonna give it a good push. Let's see if the new coil packs have made any difference. There we go. There we go, guys. So no more misfire, guys. Now it's all normal again. All it needed was those coil packs. And now we are running at full 100% again. Alright, so now it's time to work on the Ford. S3 is all done. Misfire's gone. So let's get this car up. I've already put it on. It was nice and easy. Alright, that's up in the air. Now, let's get under there and see. Show you guys where exactly it's coming off from. Alright. So, right now, one underneath of the car. If anything goes wrong, tell my guinea pigs I love them. And tell Damo, stop being cheeky. Right, so, where are we? Right over here. As you can see, the exhaust is not, okay, it's not too hot. As you can see, it's not bolted on, there's no bolt, and it's come off. And that's where all the loud noise is coming from, and obviously it's not going to the O2 sensor, so it's not reading properly, and that might be the biggest reason why it's throwing misfires at me and all these other codes. So let's get this bolted back on and see if that fixes all our issues and get the exhaust sounding nice and good again. We've got some smaller bolts from Super Cheap Auto, so these ones are going on nicely. So that's going to tighten up. So the downpipe's now attached to the turbo, and we should have our exhaust sounding nice and fine again, and let's hope that misfire is gone. Alright, so nuts are on now. Let's see. Still a little bit loose, but it needs the exhaust gasket, but at least it's tighter than what it was before. I might actually, give me a second, I'm going to tighten up a bit more. Then we should be good to give it a start and see if we have any problems or if all the issues have been resolved. Alright, so that's a lot better now. It's actually nice and solid, so I've tightened it up. No more movement, so let's give it a start. Let's take the wheel out from underneath. Probably still leave it there, just a bit of height, so we can take the jack out from underneath. And alright, so my car just went for a drive, the S3, and the key for the XR5 is inside it, so we're waiting for the driver to come back. But while we do so, let's have a feed. Orange juice, of course. And some chicken. 7 out of 10. Eight out of 10 actually. Alright, keys back. Moment of truth. Let's see how we do. Let's see if our little exhaust misfire problem's gone. Come on. Much quieter now. And it's finally coming from the back again. Alright, let's take it for a drive as well and see if we have any losing acceleration or misfires like was happening before. Alright, it's hot today. Bloody hell. Let's put that window down. But yeah, 10 times quiet already. Like I can already tell a big difference in the noise. Now I have to annoy the neighbors every morning. Alright, it's already driving 10 times better than it was before. I kid you not. And the pops are back. You guys can probably hear that. This car's not tuned to pop, those are just, oh, I might have lied. It's not tuned to pop, that's just natural pops that it does. Ooh. Alright guys, it's getting better and better each time I take it for a drive. Before it still was cutting out a little bit, but now it's actually not cutting out as much anymore. And the exhaust much quieter now too. which is a lot more street legal than what it was when the exhaust leak was going on, where it just sounded like basically just sounded like a straight pipe. So yeah, much better now. Just need to sort out that engine light, maybe just be one of the sensors, but ABS and everything, we've got the module for it, just needs to be fitted, then we should be all sweet. But for now, we're back. Alright guys, so we're all done for the day. We've got the exhaust back on. We've also got rid of all the power cuts and the misfires that were happening. I took it for a bit of a drive just so it can settle in a little bit more, and we have not experienced it for the last like 5 minutes or so. So it was definitely coming from the exhaust what was triggering all those issues. It was even like when you try to start the car, it wouldn't start either, like it would just stall itself out, or you're driving and it would just lose power. I took it for a drive before. I hope I still have it on video, but I did also lose power, it cut power. But yeah, it was cutting power, it was just doing whatever the hell it wanted, misfiring. But now the exhaust is back on, took it for a solid 10-minute drive or so, and everything is driving at 100% again. And the Focus is now ready to focus on other things, I guess. But that was cringe. But hey, don't worry about that. The next one, we'll get the white one in as well soon, but maybe we go for a drive, get a GoPro going and see how this car handles and everything. Maybe do a bit of a hill run or something in it. So if you have any issues like that, check your exhaust and get the codes all cleared. And thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out, guys.